And you guys aren't ready for that. So stop telling me to be strong because you can't handle it.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. I hope everyone out there is having an absolutely wonderful Labor Day weekend. And for all those not in the United States, I just hope you're having a good weekend nonetheless. But before we get on to the rest of the show, I really do need to thank today's sponsor. It is at crazyoldman-com. Thank you very much, Crazy Old Man. I really do appreciate the sponsorship and the support for the channel. It really does make a difference, and it helps keep us going. So thank you very much. And I hope you're having not just a wonderful day, but a great Labor Day weekend. All right, well, let's get on to the rest of the show. Let's do it. I found this interesting image of world leaders and their dogs, and I don't know, I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to share it with all of you. So let's take a look at some of these world leaders and their dogs. First up, we have Russia, and I gotta say, Putin's looking pretty loving towards that dog. So let's hope that dog's still alive. I'm sure it is. Next up, we have the United States. Yeah, of course, the Beagle. Great, President Trump. Oh, okay, and then we got Japan. All right, boy, these world leaders love their dogs. That's for sure. Let's see what we have up next. Oh, China. What are you doing, China? That's funny. No offense to anybody that's Chinese out there. I just thought it was funny. So we've all heard people say, don't judge anybody until you've walked in their shoes. So I'm going to take that advice and, well, I'm going to say before you judge a liberal, we should try walking a mile in their shoes, because I think it would be very insightful how they view the world. Oh, yes, of course. Clown shoes. Have you ever watched these videos or seen pictures of these tribes in Africa and various places? They are living definitely third world lifestyles, huts, dirt floors and whatnot. But often their teeth are just glowing white. Like they have the healthiest teeth I've ever seen in my life. And you have to wonder, why is that? Well, I think I might have found the answer. So check it out. I think we need to get this stuff over in America pronto. All right, my friends, it is time. Yes, we are jumping headfirst into that liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
This is for the people who, regarding the school incident in Minneapolis, insist on referring to the accused as Robert, which is that person's
that'd be me. Yeah.
Birth name, evidently later legally changed to Robin. This is for you.
Okay. Okay, cool.
My grandma always hated the name she was given. She was given the name Patsy. She always hated it, but she didn't want to hurt her mother's feelings.
Oh, that's a horrible
name.
name.
After her mother passed away, she decided to change her name legally to Patricia.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Very beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Do I call my grandma Patricia, the name she chose, or do I insist on referring to her as the name she was given at birth? No difference. There's no difference.
There's no difference?
Your trans hate is shining through loud and clear.
Well, actually, I would never call my grandmother by her first name. To me, that's weird. I mean, to each their own, but that'd be like calling your mom or your dad by their first name. Who does that? That's certainly not me. Secondly, are you saying there's no difference because your grandmother was a mass shooter as well? Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say what you refuse to say. You're saying that kind of people. You are talking about a transgendered person because the shooter in this incident was transgendered. And the shooter in the incident at the other Catholic school in Tennessee a couple of years ago was also transgendered. And it's almost as if you all are so close to making the connection, but you just can't. So I'm going to make the connection for you. Transgendered people have been terrorized by the American church. They have been demonized and dehumanized by the American church. And rather than accepting that they are different, that they were built different, they were made different, the religious part of this country wants to tell them all that they're going to hell and wants to exclude them from every possible sector of public life. That's not an excuse to go commit a mass shooting, but I can tell you what, it's going to screw your head up enough that you have a mental illness, that you have enough self-doubt and hate for other people, that you go and commit a mass shooting. Because one of the commonalities between all the mass shootings over the last quarter of a century is that all of them have a mental health problem, but not all of them are transgendered. And as a society, we don't want to fix the hate that we spew out to other people that make them behave this way. We don't want to treat the mental health problems that they have. We cut mental health funding, and not we. Let's be very clear, it's the Republican Party that cuts mental health funding. After the Texas school shootings, Uvalde and Santa Fe, the state of Texas cut mental health funding in schools and also said that school counselors don't have to be licensed counselors. They can just be a chaplain. The Republican Party has shot down every effort to prevent people with mental illnesses from obtaining firearms, because how many children, they don't care how many children, every child in America could die. They are willing to lay every child on the altar for the Second Amendment. And there's a very good portion of this country that is sick and tired of it. Your gun, your right to own a gun, is not more important than my right as an educator to come home, or my children's right to go to school and get a good education and be able to come home at night without having to fear that somebody's going to come in there with a freaking AR-15 and shoot up the place. The problem isn't the transgendered community. The problem is the Republican Party refuses to take any action every single time this happens. That's the problem.
Another white man.
Who?
Either
What?
a white teenager or a white man killed children in a school. Not a trans person,
Really?
not a
What?
gay person, not an immigrant. A white man. Yeah, I have white fatigue. I said it. I have white fatigue.
Okay. Well, she looks pretty white to me. So I don't know why she has white fatigue. Maybe she just needs to calm down and maybe have a good bowl of Cool Whip. If you get that joke, I don't know. If you get it, you get it, I guess. It's from Family Guy. Anyways, now that we've heard from some of the transgender shills, let's get a good dose of common sense from Greg Gutfeld. He's laying down some serious truth bombs. Let's take a look.
Yes. This is why none of these a-holes can lecture anyone on compassion. The most compassionate people on this planet are trying to stop the trans delusion. The least compassionate are the people in the media, academia, and politicians who enabled this hysteria of horror. What is so glaring about the trans cult? Apparently your identity is the only thing that matters until you do something awful. Then it's the least important variable. Then you look at everything else. You talk about guns, but you suddenly, it's all of a sudden like, oh, we can't talk about that. What was it, the other trans shooter that they actually hid her identity? In this manifesto that this creep wrote, he said he was tired of being trans and that he had wished he had never brainwashed himself. What more do you need straight from the monster's mouth? Politicians, activists, teachers, you built this. You could have listened to the warnings. We were talking about this on this show for years. You amplified a hysterical, literally hysterical phenomenon that was going no place good. You created a poisonous program that twisted young minds for destruction, a nihilistic place to be when you deny biology and they have nowhere to go. So all of these media arguments, what you're seeing there among those people, it's to escape their own culpability in the reality that they created. So forget the layer of mental illness and gun control. The origin of the evil lies in the creation of a mindset that indulged a delusional self, ruining connections with fellow human beings. So that trans, by ascribing extreme aggrieved mentality, then gets directed against society. So this person feels justified in killing children. His killing resulted from that ideology.
How many genders are there?
2.
What are they?
Male, female.
What about the people that say there's like 20 different types?
Well, there's 2 genders and a near infinite number of mental illnesses.
How's it going, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the episode. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that if you'd like to sponsor a future episode, you can do so with a PayPal link and a Super Thank link down below. You can also pick up a cool shirt like this Liberal Evolution, some authentic Idle Hands merch from the store anytime, 24/7, and also follow me on X at Idle Hands Dave. All right, thank you, and let's get back to the show. Concerning people suffering from transgenderism, or gender dysphoria is another word for it. This was an interesting post that I wanted to share with all of you. It's from Caroline. She says, transgenderism is the decision to, in pride, turn your back on God, decide that you will make yourself in your own image, live a life of self-worship, and adopt a new name in the process. You know who else did this? Satan. Yeah. Yes, he did. And that's what caused him, one of the reasons for him to fall. But look, honestly, I mean, it's my belief that, Robert is on the other side. Where he's at exactly, I'm not exactly sure. But I can guarantee you that he's back to his old male self. He doesn't have ponytails, and no one is calling him Robin on the other side.
Well, one thing I do know about anything in this entire country of America is that if you are in a public space and there are white males there,
right,
you have like a 60% chance of dying in a mass shooting.
Holy crap, 60%? Wow, man. I didn't know I came so close to death every time I went to church. I'm gonna have to reanalyze that. Maybe I shouldn't go to church anymore, or my job. I don't know.
No, not women. No, not black men. Not Indians. Not Asians. Not immigrants. Not Mexicans. Not whoever. If you are in a public space and there is a white man, doesn't matter what he's doing, doesn't matter what he's wearing, don't matter how tall, fat, attractive, not. There's a white man in the same vicinity in you, there is a 60% chance he will murder you.
At least.
Why?
Because you're crazy? That is not true at all.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What's wrong with y'all?
Not
Are y'all
us.
okay, like, genetically? Why are white men genetically predisposed to commit mass shootings? White fatigue, like, at this point, we have to start profiling. Like, no shade, we gotta start profiling these people.
It really is funny how, when it's flipped onto the other side of the coin, the Democrats and the leftists are all for doing, like, profiling and whatnot, but when it was applied to black people, Hispanics, or whatever, like in New York, back when Giuliani was mayor, oh my gosh, it was just the biggest racist thing you could ever imagine. These people, I don't understand their mentality sometimes. Let's check something out though here. Only in America can an ethnic group have Black Awareness Month, Black holidays, Black only colleges, Black only dating sites, Black only bars and clubs, paint the streets with Black lives, because apparently they matter. However, they turn around and call everyone else racists. Make it make sense, my friends.
I think it's time for the American people to finally have that talk. With the most recent school shooting that just took place here in the United States in Minneapolis, I think it is time for the American people to lose their rights to own guns. And here's the thing, you guys, you have to hear me out. Donald Trump and this current administration, they have been very adamant about how violent and deadly the United States of America currently is. They have already indicated the United States is more dangerous than Baghdad, Afghanistan, Mexico City, Panama, Venezuela, everything. The United States is more dangerous than third world countries when it comes down to violence, death, and mass shootings. I personally believe that if the American people truly feel more safe with the military patrolling the streets, then the American people should no longer own guns. Because here's the thing, you guys. No matter how many rules and regulations you slap on guns and owning guns, it's not changing anything. It truly has not changed a single thing. All these rules and regulations that constantly get changed for gun control are not changing the outcome. The outcome is still there. School shootings, mass shootings, concerts, everything. There is still tragedy when it comes down to gun violence here in America than any other crime throughout this country.
Men, especially straight cis men, are inherently violent, and that is why the world is as fucked up as it is. You cannot change my mind. I will die on this hill. There's just too much evidence and proof out there to persuade me otherwise.
Amount of times
Okay, yeah. Oh gosh,
I've
crazy.
been told how strong I am and to be strong.
Who's telling you that you're strong? I can believe people are telling you to be strong just by what you're displaying right now in this video clip. But okay, go on.
You.
Oh, geez.
And that.
Oh,
I am
okay.
strong.
Okay.
I am strong beyond anyone's imagination, including mine.
Yet you're breaking down in front of a camera, crying your eyes out for no reason. Okay, that's strength. I get that. Sure, why not? We can roll with that.
And I know my strength breaks things. And you guys aren't ready for that.
Probably not.
So stop telling me to be strong because you can't handle it.
You can't handle the truth. That's funny. Okay.
Nope, you can't.
Okay.
This shit is all made by men, for men, to benefit men. Do you know the word hysteria was made to diagnose women?
I don't know if it was made to diagnose women. It was definitely used to diagnose women, you know, back in the 1800s and stuff like that. If they were going crazy over whatever, being super emotional, they'd say, oh, she's just hysterical. Give her some morphine or something. I don't know.
Similar to me, the vibrator was created to solve hysteria. And here we are.
What? Is that true? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's an accurate statement, my little friend. Okay.
They're trying to take away our medication and our vibrators and everything.
Wait, why are you so obsessed about vibrators? I'm wondering. It's probably the way you lean sexually, but I mean, we don't really care about that. But I think that's probably pretty obvious. I mean, she's a liberal, so I don't know.
We know how to solve this.
Stronger vibrators. That's got to be the solution, right?
I don't think you guys want us to.
I found this clip and it was actually kind of disturbing because it's this guy climbing the wall. It looks like it's been post being painted black. He's climbing the wall on the border, and it's like super easy. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? I thought this thing was supposed to be super difficult to get over, but I don't know. Let's check it out and find out what the heck is going on. How is this even possible? What?
We get it. You could do it.
I think somebody on the design team, I don't know, I think they missed something because this is crazy that you can just scale this huge wall like it's not even there. Now, I don't know if it's easy to get over and back down. That might be difficult. I don't know, but it's definitely easy to go up.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was too easy.
Please don't go over.
With the Maryland dad potentially being deported to Uganda, this guy we're about to see, I think, has come up with a pretty good idea that might be just the biggest reality TV show to ever hit the airwaves. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this guy's idea. I mean, I know he's joking, and it would actually never happen, but theoretically, this would be a pretty fascinating show to watch. Check it out.
The United States government needs to somehow live stream this and sell subscriptions because it would generate so much funds. I would pay for it. Imagine sending a bunch of like Mexican gang members to Uganda with GoPros, and they're running from lions and tigers and cheetahs and hyenas and trying to start campfires, and it'd be like Naked and Afraid, but so much funnier. If you've ever seen Naked and Afraid, imagine that, but like Mexican gang members in Uganda. It would be the greatest content of all time. And like before you go out there, you send a bunch of like people to set up cameras, and maybe you have some like drones that have cameras so you can get get the good footage, and you give them like an option, like, hey, you're free, you're good to go, but you're gonna have this GoPro. Once you get past a certain point, you can take the GoPro off. Like if you escape Uganda, that'd be the show. Escape Uganda 2026. I would subscribe to that. I'd probably pay like $20 a month. That's about Netflix prices. I would pay $20 a month. You get access to like all the live feeds, so you can look at different cameras. And then they also put out different episodes where they select footage and show you footage that you missed while you weren't watching the live stream, That would be the greatest show of all time. Mexicans escape Uganda. Make me a f***ing TV director.
So here's an idea for everyone that wants to make their employees return to office. Okay. Sure, I'll return to office if my day starts at 9, not before. My commute counts as part of my day. So you get to make that decision. I can either waste half an hour or however long it takes people to commute, or I can work from my desk. You pick.
One of the worst days of your life, check. After working from home for 6 years.
Wow.
What happens? Your work decides, go back to the office, even though we've made the company millions and millions of dollars working from home. What do? Just like all the other companies, rip the rug right underneath you. Go back to work. Right when the school year starts, kids, all the programs are full, daycares are full, all the cost of everything, and they're just like, fuck you, go back to the office or quit. You have your choice. Go back to the office or quit.
Wow.
What makes these companies think that turning an employee's life upside down to micromanage them is the right thing to do? How is it right?
That choice you speak of sounds very familiar. Back in the COVID days, I had a similar choice, and I think probably millions of other people had a similar choice, except it wasn't, go back to work or quit. It was get the jab or quit. Let's see what some other people have to say about this. Lori Ann says, the choice to go back to the office or quit. Oh, now she knows how I felt when I had a choice to get a shot or quit. They said it really shouldn't be a choice, right? We the people saying, before COVID, hardly anyone worked from home. Now, a lot of people feel entitled to keep doing it. Boo effing who. Welcome to the real world, baby. In this next clip, we're going to be watching some Floridian workers cleaning off the pride flag murals and chalk paintings and whatever they put on the crosswalks. It kind of makes me feel like America is finally healing. Let's check it out.
Thanks for helping it stick.
Gives that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, doesn't it? And finally, my friends, we have a wonderful clip. It's a oldie but goodie. It's a throwback. It really kind of shows, well, it doesn't kind of, it shows just how mentally ill these people are and how difficult it is for them to try to be totally inclusive and not hurt anybody's feelings, but yet in doing that, you're kind of just hurting everyone's feelings.
Guy, excuse me, would you mind taking a photo of us?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody say cheese.
Oh, actually, I'm a vegan. Could you please have us say something else?
Okay, everybody say tofu.
Tofu is actually not as good for you as vegans think. Any CrossFitter will tell you that. It's bad for your testosterone levels.
Okay, I'm sorry. How about we all just smile?
Oh, if one more asshole asks me to smile.
Not really an arsehole. Taking a photo for you, so...
What's there to smile about anyway?
Okay, would you like me to just count backwards from 3?
Oh, would you like dyslexic people to just not exist?
My cousin has dyslexia, so offended.
Adopted. Don't even know who my cousins are, so more offended.
How about this? We all put a word we're comfortable with in our heads, and I'll get the shot.
No, it doesn't sound very inclusive, though, does it? I suppose you'd like us all to stand a few metres apart, would you, Stalin?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I don't see what religion has to do with this.
Well, I'm an atheist, so majorly triggered.
Is that a comment on the gun debate? Still trying to control people.
But it's not just the people. Has anyone thought about the animals?
Look, this is what we're going to do. Everybody throw up a peace sign, and I'll take a photo.
Wow. Cultural appropriation is alive and well. Why don't you just ask us to say kung fu?
Guess what? New plan. Group selfie. Ready, set, go. Boom. And looks awesome. You're going to love it.
What?
Nice to meet you.
Oh. You took it with the front camera, you stupid cyclist.
It's time for Dave's Detox. Everyone likes a good belly rub, right? Aww. Those things are weird. Weird looking. Aw. It's such a cute dog. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Like wild macaws just coming up. That's kind of crazy. Huh. They're beautiful though.
Hi, baby.
Aww. Aww.
It's okay.
Oh, look at its eye. Oh. Oh, I hope she takes care of that little kitten.
Quit using that tooth on me. You're cheating.
She stole. She stole. She drew the Nala stone. She stole.
Okay, yeah. I guess so. Sure. Why is everybody laughing? That I don't get that. Okay. Aww. Oh no. It's biting the dog? What the heck? Alright, my friends, that is it for today. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And of course, I thank everybody that subscribed today and that hit that thumbs up. It really does make a difference in the algorithm. And also thank you for anybody that shared the video today. Alright, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that
The thoughts build up until I can't hear.